All right. So, episode 4. Now things are starting to converge on Gorman. Um, Cyril has been stationed on Gorman, and he's going to be actually reporting into Deidre. Now, I felt bad for Cyril when he spoke with Deidre, simply because he was so excited that, okay, there's going to be this meeting and I'm going to learn stuff. And he wanted the praise. He wanted to be told that, this is great. Let us know what you find out. And Deirdre is like, okay, well, you're not telling me anything really. Let me know when you actually got something important. So that was a buzzkill for him. Now, I heard rumors that this would be the Gorman massacre, but it sounds like from the dialogue when Cyril went um to this meeting spot, because apparently the rebels think that he could be useful to them because of the conversation he had with his mother. But Cyril knows. He knows that they've been watching him, that they've been entering his apartment, that they've been following him. And he's excited because then they'll be able to get a mole in the inside and destroy them from the inside. I think there's going to be a twist. Even his mother said, don't become too individualistic. So I wonder if he's going to actually start, empathizing with these people. Whether it be that somebody says something that resonates with him because of his own lived in experience with his mother, or if just simply living amongst these people for however long he's been there, he starts to develop friendships and starts to care about these people. But I do think he's going to turn. Now, this was something that was rumored. People were speculating that this was going to happen during the first season, but I think this is going to be the season because we're in BBY 3. We still have a couple of years to go before Rogue One would have started. And I really, really think that this is setting up Cyril changing sides. Now, just because most of these characters we do not see in Rogue One does not mean they do not exist. It doesn't mean that they all died. It just means that, this galaxy is vast. So there could be all sorts of things going on that we did not see in Rogue One, let alone in the prequels. So, or the original series. So it's possible that all these people end up surviving. So I do think that Cyril is going to turn. Now, whether he convinces Deirdre to turn with him is up in the air. But now Luthen knows that there's something going on. Actually, Mon Mothma knows something's going on Gorman. And she's trying to get the senators to help her block this bill that Palpatine is putting up, simply because he he's putting a stranglehold on Gorman, claiming some bullshit about, how crime is up. Does that remind you of anything? I mean, this is what authoritarians do. In order to justify outrageous uses of force, they claim that there is some sort of violent insurrection or an increase in crime as a justification for their use of force against a planet, in this case, that doesn't deserve it. Because they have decided after the last week's block of episodes that they need Gorman, that they need to control this source of energy that they need. I assume it's for the Death Star. And but the people of Gorman, those who are rebelling against the Empire, they think that Cyril could be an ally. And not in the sense that he'll join the rebellion, but just let the Empire know this is what we're going through. This is what we're worried about. What is going on? They're still being reasonable. They haven't gone full rebellion in the sense that, yes, they're mad at, but they're not doing what Luthen's doing or what Andor is doing, where they're actually actively killing Imperials. We gotta mention from Bix about Andor's sister. I'm not Maeve, I'm not your sister. So they had to bring that back for a reason, which means that the sister subplot is still bubbling under the surface. It's going to reveal itself at some point. Now, how that's going to be revealed, or, is it going to be revealed in this block of episodes or at the very end? But it's going to be revealed. Otherwise, why bring up the sister? Because Maeve, well, we saw her in the first season. So it's just too bad they killed her off. She was really cool. But why else bring up the sister unless you want to remind us that that Cassian was searching for her. Because I doubt that he would have found her and there would be absolutely no mention of it. Even if it turns out that he found her and found out that she was dead, still they would have said something. It wouldn't just be a throwaway line. So obviously that's still going to happen. We're still going to find his sister, whether he actively is looking for her or he stumbles upon her, but we're gonna find her. Let's see, what else? Saw Gerrera is just so weird. He's always been weird, and he's still weird. And he now has... First off, why is Wilmon separated from Bix and Cassian? I mean, what was the point of that? Obviously, he has some machinery that he wants to give to Saw Gerrera, but apparently Saw is his usual paranoid-ass self, and he doesn't trust Will as far as he can throw him, and he basically wants one of his men to be taught how to create whatever this machine is, I guess, so he could be sure that this is legit. Will is supposed to leave the planet, so maybe this was some side quest, and he was actually also in this safe house with Bix and Cassian, and he's just off-world at this point. it was not made clear. That's a problem with the year in the life thing with just 3 episodes. You don't actually fully understand the nuances amongst these characters of what's happening. Like, all of a sudden, we find out that Cassian is killing innocent. Well, he is an Imperial, so technically not so innocent, but innocent people who just made the mistake of looking at Bix simply because of how uncomfortable Bix is with Imperials looking at her because of what's happened to her. And so Cassian is just killing them. Now, like I said, not purely innocent, because you don't join the Empire in this aspect without being full-blown fascist. So, not completely innocent, but he didn't actively do anything wrong to cause Cassian to kill him. So, let's see. Oh, yes, and it ended with Bix taking a dropper and putting a drop of something in her mouth. Now, I don't know if that was just to help her sleep, because she has problems sleeping, if this is just a drug to make her high and forget all the shit that's happening, or if she just, gave up the ghost and, was committing suicide. We do not know as of this moment. I have not watched episode 5, so it's entirely possible that she's just drugging herself out of her mind to survive. That's a possibility. Actually, that, and I guess sleeping. I want to say possibly sleeping drug, but she would be using it and being able to sleep at night. So I'm leaning towards just getting high. Let's see. What else? When I saw that red-headed guy with the beard, with the mustache, like, he looks familiar. I forgot that Luthen had actually won him over to the cause, and he found out some information about Deidre, but he didn't know what was so important about Gorman. Just that she was running Gorman. But he doesn't know why. And I'm so worried about that guy. I really am. I'm really worried he's not surviving this. That he's going to be found out. I hope that's not the case, but that is my worry. Let's see. What else did I want to mention about this episode? I'm hoping that they don't go the route of Cyril starts to like this man's daughter, and that will start him down this path. I hope they don't do it that way. I hope they legit, he cares about the people and not just one particular girl. I really hope they don't go that route. Let's see if there's anything else. Doody-doody-doo. I believe I covered everything I wanted to this episode. So with that, I will see you guys in the next video.